Young, fly, and saved is the movement. Yeah.
Ready or not, I feel it's time for change. I can't be the only one who feels this way. It won't stop till we turn from evil. We gotta stop putting money over people.
Ready?
Lord, I feel so alone, and it seems like no one else cares, but I'm gonna keep holding on.
I think they opening their eyes.
'Cause I know you're still there.
Ready or not, my weapon is cocked. As soon as I step in the spot to send me your pop, machete your block. The desert, you sever the ties between your neck and the rest of your body.
Wait, stop. Now that you're listening, I can spit what's real again. Lead them to the cross, cause they lost like Gilligan. Lead them out of darkness, they fog lights dim again. Yep, this is Bizzle, I am on my tip again. It's easy to rap like that. I've rapped like that since I was 8 and wasn't even strapped like that. And even now, chill up in the streets a while, seek a child, tell him freestyle. Bet it be about a gaddy program like that. It's all about a check to the EMS, pump blood all about his chest. And then it gets real, cause then it hits home and your kids gone while the rapper party on his jet with them. It's all about me. My kids gotta eat. Your kids in the mansion, my kids in the street. My kids on the block when your kids go to sleep. Do you even care enough to shed a tear down your cheek? I know I can't change the world, but I'ma try though. I'ma drive slow and let God be the God though. Stay up in the Bible and read about Christ. Learn a thing about life and learn to lead without pride though. Everybody but mess up, but we can change though. Life is a crisis, but Christ is the way though. They aiming at my halo with all kind of hate, but I'm straight and I'm still gon' love them anyway though.
Ready or not, I feel it's time for change. I can't be the only one who feels this way. It won't stop till we turn from evil. We gotta stop putting money over people. Lord, I feel so alone, and it seems like no one else cares, but I'm gonna keep holding on, 'cause I know you're still there.
So much damage, how to undo it. Ain't gotta go to college to do it. Hip-hop will teach you how to be stupid. They providing the youth with a roadmap to jail, selling they soul fast for a flow that can sell. We seen hard times, I know that as well, but the future's ahead of you, don't go back and dwell. And when you're tired of falling though, you gotta hire calling, so know that, cause it ain't no phone jacks in hell. The haters will be there, they waiting everywhere. You can survive.
Hey, what's up, brother? How's it going?
Anywhere, guys numbered, every freckle on your face and every
Doing all right?
Keep his laws in your heart, you can take them anywhere now. I wasn't.
Yeah, what's up, brother? How's it going?
Sorry about that.
Oh, you're the one that trolls now. You're gonna have to leave, bro. I'm sorry, but you come into trouble every day.
Nigger.
Why does he do this, bro? Like, you don't even like troll flat Earth. You just say the N-word, bro. Like, what's even the point? Sorry you had to hear that, guys.
In the Christian
I'm gonna finish this song and then I'll address some of what Wesley said, and then we'll get to the main topic.
Lord's calling me to be more than just a rapper. I stepped up to the plate like a man, so from here on out you can say that I am Bizzle.
Ready or not, I feel it's time for change. I can't be the only one who feels this way. It won't stop till we turn from evil. We gotta stop putting money over people. Lord, I feel so alone, and it seems like no one else cares, but I'm gonna keep holding on.
Yeah.
'Cause I know you're still there.
Yo, let me tell you how God works.
All right, so I'm actually getting a set up right now. I am gonna play another song, but I'll try to make it like a not long song.
I wrote
I'm only
my
doing
first
this 'cause I'm getting
verse
stuff
when I was
right now.
8.
So I
No
need
lie.
a bit of time.
And it was
to,
called World
find
Peace.
what I'm looking for.
You know what I'm saying? It's about just trying to change the
bear
world.
with me, guys.
Trying to,
Next time.
it might sound
working on
corny
it.
or whatever.
We're
So
getting
since
there,
then, I'm straight so far from God on me. Just on the
here we
block
go.
like in
All
my,
right.
in my
It's the
personal
last song, I
life.
promise. And then
And with
we're
my
actually
music.
getting into the topic.
Even though it's overwhelmed by the pressure to have the right thing to say, and the pain of watching the world crumble and wishing you could do something about it, but you can't.
Looking out my window make me feel away. Every time I see the news, it make me feel away.
Hey, what's up, Roger? I was hoping you would join for this one. I got a bunch of globe
When I
stuff
talk
about
to
to go
you,
over.
God,
And you're usually better at debunking the claims than I am. I mean, I know it's bullshit, but you, like, you know, usually are like, oh, well, here's why.
I feel okay.
Right now, I'm just looking for a picture of some Arctic lemmings. Because they look, you know, just like the one that was on Mars. Here, I'll just share this here. Here's an Arctic lemming with his little, you see his little top of his head there. Some of them have black, some of them don't. Some of them are all white. But yeah, these are little Arctic lemmings.
Yeah, I think it's a defense mechanism, the dark spot on top of their head, because when the birds of prey actually see them from above, it throws their vision off. They can't make them out. They blend in like camouflage.
Right. AI mode. Whoops. Yeah, Canadian. Oh wow. Northern Canada, Alaska, and Greenland. You mean to tell me they're native to the same area where Devon Island is? Yep, 100%. And I'm just gonna go ahead and address Wesley now. That's great that you found the picture on a different NASA website. That's great. I don't know what that proves. It's still an Arctic lemur on Mars. They deleted it off the original post, nasa.gov. Now it's on science.nasa.gov under some different catalog. So what I said about them deleting it still holds true. I'm so happy for you, Wesley, that you were able to find the link still on the NASA website under a different post. That's great. It doesn't really prove anything. It's still an Arctic lemur on Mars. It would honestly be better for you if it was never on the NASA website to begin with. I'll be honest with you. It'd be much better for you if that was the case. But, you know, unfortunately, it's still there for everybody to see. So thank you for more flat earth proof, Wesley. I appreciate that.
I feel okay.
Their whole argument is, oh, you were wrong. You said they deleted it, but it's still there. Like, okay, great. I'm glad it's still there. Thank you. Like, I'm actually really happy that I don't have to use the Wayback Machine to find the flat earth proof. Like, it only helps us that the image is still on NASA's website. I don't think they understand that because they still think it's pareidolia and that the obvious lemming on Mars is just, our eyes playing tricks on us.
Not on Mars.
Oh, well, yeah, not on Mars, yeah. Here, let me just play the NASA rat one more time, and we can all see. Is it really what they're saying it is as a rock? And it is good that now even the Globers have confirmed this is indeed a NASA photo, because when I first brought up the idea that this was from NASA, they all denied its existence and said, no, that can't be from NASA. No way. Can't be from NASA. So now we've confirmed it's from NASA. What is your excuse now? Pareidolia? It's just a rock? Give me a break, dude. Here's the lemming in question. Clear as day, bro. That ain't a motherfucking rock. Pardon my language. I don't know if this is the best example picture, but yes, these little lemmings are native to Devon Island. And here's the image that we proved on the NASA website. Thank you, Wesley.
Yeah.
So
we're
gonna move on.
This isn't cope. This is just pointing out a fact.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are calling me out. You guys made a whole community post about me, and you're saying, 0 for 4. You said NASA deleted it, but it's not deleted. Like, okay, great. They actually did delete it from the link that I had, and then you were able to find it on a different website, by the way, not nasa.gov. It's science.nasa.gov. So it's a different subdomain of NASA. It's not even on the main NASA website. But
I'd love to quote conspiracy music guru right quick. The whole
please
world's a puppet show and the whole world's a stage.
Well, to quote him again, space is a drug and everybody's high.
Yeah.
It's only your imagination that's been to space.
Let me know when you get there.
So, well, let me ask you a couple questions. I have quite a few videos I want to cover. We might not be able to cover all of them. So the first one is, why is it hard for humans to get back to the moon? The second one is, how far is the nearest star? Here, I'll just stream these. All right, here we go.
Well, yeah, do you have a Alpha Centauri is supposedly the nearest star to us besides the sun?
This one's going to be good. Moon astronaut reacts to moon landing deniers. I feel like we should play this one first.
Okay.
And then we got this one. Why is it hard for humans to get back to the moon, even SpaceX? We got this one. Aliens situation. I feel like that's more news. I don't know who this guy is, but he's saying how far is the nearest star. So I feel like this is going to be pretty cringe. How to find Earth in the universe. Going to be cringe as hell. The shape of space. I don't know. We might have to start with this one. Maybe
the shape of space.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do the moon one and then this one. I think because this is just ridiculous. Forget the song. We're just gonna, instead of finishing with the song or starting with the song, I'd like to just start with this video because it's very interesting. By the way, I don't think this guy is this guy's not a flat earther. I don't think so. It's an interesting thing to see that. Let's see who's in. Oh, Sam. Hey, what's up, brother? Nice to see you, bro.
Long time no see. What's going on?
Long time, man. Long time. Welcome. But yeah, we got a few different topics. I'm just gonna play this. I'll mute it because it sounds like it's just crickets in the background.
What are we? We're staring at a plane right now, flying across the sky. Yeah.
I don't know, man. Some of those things, I don't know what they are, especially when you put it in, because he's gonna speed it up, and there's
Well,
so
that
many
one had a pilot light on it. It had a running light, the 1st one, and then these I can't tell you what these are. You know.
Yeah,
But
it's
I
all
mean,
sped up too, so it's hard to pinpoint one. But yeah, the night sky is
busy, yeah, and it was
Yeah.
busy before there were satellites too. Michael showed some proof of that from the 50s on Flatch's show earlier. These lights have been going on in the sky for ages before satellites were even thought of.
Yeah, I
I
don't
think
know
it
what they are. I guess wandering stars or something like that, you know? But
I-
some of
I-
them disappear, so it's like they show up and then they disappear, so it's not like they're always there.
they'll tell you it's reflecting off the sun, even though it's in the dead of night. But
But
you
other
know,
ones, they're staying. They're just moving across the sky. They're not disappearing, at least not in this frame.
Mhm.
But yeah, this guy posts videos like this like all the time, dude. All the time.
so if there were no satellites before the 50s and 40s, then why are those same
Whoa.
lights still doing the same thing? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what the hell that was.
Yeah,
Night
that was a
bug.
flare. Is what he
That
said.
was weird, yeah. And then that one, look at this one. That one got way bigger. It started out big and then got real tiny. I wish I had any explanation as to what this is. Just weird stuff going on in the firmament.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, I don't think it's really any like satellites or anything like that. Certainly not a gas balls floating around in space.
I don't think they call them meteors, I guess, at some point. But now that like some like Starlink and stuff that they said they put up there were lights like Starlink in the sky before they put Starlink up.
Well, this is different. See, that is more like a meteor. The one that we just saw, this one right there. That's more like a meteor, right? But these are like they basically just look like other stars and they're just moving around. Like they're traveling laterally instead of up and down. Because usually the meteors are like, oh yeah, it's gonna kind of like skip through the atmosphere, whereas these are like it just looks like they're moving around in the firmament.
Yeah.
They're not really getting closer to the ground at all. They're just kind of moving laterally. It's weird.
Well, in
Whereas
the
some
globe
of these
model-
though, like this one right here, that I would call that more of like a comet or something.
Well, in the globe model, they don't use perspective when it comes to these kind of observations. They think it's going over a curvature. It's not going away from your perspective. So those are going vertically and horizontally. They're traveling and perpendicular to the Earth, but they don't take that into account. They think it's actually going around the Earth.
Yeah, this is nuts. This looks like a freaking pinball machine or something with all the stuff going around.
Like Michael did pull up a photo of the Earth that they analyzed.
And then, whoa, look at this one. This is literally two together. Maybe this is a plane,
It could be.
but it's got two lights together and it's moving like pretty uniformly. That could be a plane, maybe.
Yeah, so that's going past the horizon. It's just going out of your perspective. It's not going down.
I mean, they can't all be planes though. Like, it's just not possible for all of these to be planes, especially the ones that disappear and leave a trail.
Well, you got to think about it. Like if the dome of the Earth is in motion, there's going to be friction. There's going to be a lot of debris. There's going to be things that are up there. You know, it's going to be moving around.
Absolutely.
The thing is the speed. The speed they're going at, it's like it's not normal. Looks
Yeah,
like
I think this is sped up footage
It
too.
is sped
It's hard to judge what the actual speed is. In real time, I mean, it's probably like you might not even be able to notice these things in real time. Because it'll probably be here and then maybe 5 minutes later it'll be here. And you won't be able to like really optically see the movement. But once you see it sped up and you see it darting across the sky, it's like, oh yeah, wow. That thing is moving the whole time. All right, well that's this video. I guess we're gonna. I kind of want to. I don't know. I want to see what this guy has to say, low key. I feel like it's just gonna be like totally retarded, but we'll see.
Ever wondered about the scale of the
great,
universe?
he's Australian too.
It's very hard to get your head around the sheer size of space. It's very difficult to get that visualization. So I thought I'd have a go today. Now, if we shrunk the sun down to, say, the size of roughly a golf ball, which is about 4 centimeters across, just over 1.5
Okay,
inches.
this is retarded. I can't watch this. I'm sorry, but it's just the whole thing is going to be hypotheticals the entire time. If we shrunk the sun to a golf ball, yeah, okay, bro. You can miss me with that. I don't even want to watch that. Okay, we're going to go to this one because I think this will be actually pretty funny. Moon astronaut reacts to moon landing deniers.
we have an old saying about this when they do stuff like that. We're going to Narnia, something you can't prove. To prove
Yeah. Literally, dude. Like that's why I didn't even want to watch that video because we could debunk them, but like it's not that hard to debunk shrinking the sun into a golf ball. Like I understand he's using it for like
a
arguments.
scale reference. Yeah.
But the thing is, I don't think we really truly know the scale of the sun, at least not the way they tell us. So it'd be a flawed scale reference.
Yeah. And they're assuming they know the scale of the universe. Or that
Yeah.
matter.
The
Besides-
ever expanding universe, right?
Yeah.
How do you scale something that's never stopping?
Well, isn't it finite or infinite?
There's no way to.
Look at the glove, dude. That looks
Oh, yeah.
so dope. You really think they wore that in space? I don't think so. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Roger. Were you saying
Oh
something?
no, there's a guy who actually took a glove like that and put it in a vacuum.
Did it get compressed and do weird things? I'm
Yeah,
assuming.
it popped.
It popped.
he took his hand out of it before it did because it was going to go.
Wow. So he actually had his hand in that thing too.
He put it in a vacuum chamber. Yeah.
Wow. So well, there you go. If you can find that video, that'd be cool.
I'll have to look forward to taking a little.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to, but eventually it'd be cool to just play it, see what happens.
Fake it.
This is astronaut Charlie Duke.
I'm panning your camera around at various
Charlie's moon cam. Charlie's moon cam. Is this supposed to look fake? Like this is not a moon cam, right? Obviously.
Just set a new world speed record, Houston. 17 kilometers an hour.
Oh, that's him.
One of-
Charlie was the guy on the buggy. Oh, great.
Only 4 humans alive today that walked on the moon, reacting to conspiracy theories that he is a liar.
We went to the moon 9 times. You're going to fake something, do it once and shut up.
And this is me in the least educated.
Yeah, you only do it once, right? All right, let me skip to him actually, like, talking about the moon.
Though in the Visalia Mall.
You want to do it?
I decided to pull up some moon landing footage of astronauts bouncing around, and here's what she had to say about it.
You think that looks like legit?
No.
No.
Okay.
The way he's hopping along, it just doesn't look real to me. I just don't believe it.
If you think it was faked, how do you think they did
They
it?
did it in the studio. You know how when you go to Vegas, you can go into these things where they actually have rooms like that where you can go and like I don't know, I think it was just like a set up thing.
She seems to
That's great.
Apollo 15, Dave Scott had a hammer and a feather.
Well, in my left hand, I have a feather. In my right hand, a hammer. And I'll drop the two of them here, and hopefully they'll hit the ground at the same time.
And he dropped one.
How about that?
They both hit.
You think that was a feather? Did that look like a feather to you? That didn't look like a feather to me.
I didn't see it. I was busy looking for that video.
Oh, you're good. Were you able to find
Play it
it?
again. I'm still looking.
Okay.
I found a whole
Does-
bunch of there's a lot of them.
Does
How
this look
come-
like a feather to you? It doesn't to me.
How come it fell so fast too?
Apparently, I guess in gravity, feathers fall the same. And why did it fall so fast? Yeah, wait a minute. Yeah, good
Too
point.
fast.
Feather.
Well, in my left hand, I have a feather. In my right hand, a hammer. And I'll drop the two of them here, and hopefully they'll hit the ground at the same time.
And he dropped one.
That looks so fake, first off. And basically, I mean, you could have filmed that on Earth. I think so. You could have easily filmed that on Earth. That looked like normal gravity to me, dude.
Yeah, they do it in a vacuum chamber, but I mean, yeah, the rate looks like it would have been on Earth actually.
Yeah, and that I don't think that was a feather.
How about that?
They both hit the ground at the same time. That doesn't happen down here, but
Oh,
it
that's proof. Look, yeah, that's the worst proof I've ever seen.
does up there because there's no atmosphere. So the feather doesn't float down, it just goes straight down.
It's definitely worth noting that the footage doesn't look amazing.
All I'm saying is if they're sending a person to the moon, and when they're doing a race, like even just a race down here on Earth, you're getting all so
You can pick up your car on the moon. So I get the camera out, mounted on the rover,
This isn't real footage, right?
pick up
I
your
hope this
car
isn't
on the
real
moon. So I get the
I hope this, because this looks just not even slightly real.
camera out, mounted on the rover, plug it in, and we get the antenna pointed at the Earth, turn it on, and they
I
picked
think that's supposed to be real footage. I don't know how they're saying that's real.
up TV.
But they only had one camera and one angle, and they tried their best up there to get the best footage possible. It was the 1960s and early 70s. Let's see if we
Yeah,
get
give
any...
them a break, guys. We got to give them the benefit of the doubt, right?
Well,
yeah. NASA deserves the benefit of the doubt, don't they? Of course not.
the thing is that when you think about it, that old man that is lying, right in our faces, what motivates him? Like, he's old, he's gonna fucking die soon. Like, what makes him, keep on lying? Like, with a straight
Well, he's
face.
probably
like,
in the secret club, dude. He probably
that's
took
what
the
I'm
oath,
saying.
you know?
They have an ideology. It's not like just like for money or whatever. It's
Oh
a
yeah,
cult.
it's more than money. Yeah, that's
It's a
true.
cult.
100%.
Higher level conspiracies at a slightly smarter place.
Now we're here at the Promenade, the outdoor mall, full of
Slightly
middle
smarter
schoolers.
sport
Hopefully it takes
place.
us a long time because school
Wow.
kids, and none of them seem to think the moon landing is fake.
Until we eventually found
Really? Why do you think that the moon landing isn't real?
Okay, I think that out of all the like the photos and things,
Yeah.
you can tell like it has to be safe. This is looking like concrete. If it was wet, you could leave your footprint in it. If it's a rock, how could you?
Do you think that the footprints, if they were made, you would think they'd have to be almost like
Exactly.
like some sort of knife or
See
something?
what,
the
see
surface
what he
of,
says about it.
why would you make footprints in a rock? Low-key, kind of a good question. I never heard that one before. What did the surface of the moon feel like?
Fine grained sand. It was pulverized rock. There's no organic material on the moon. So the meteorites have hit and over the eons and pulverized the moon and all
If
this.
the moon is full of sand, dude, what's keeping it on the surface? Like if it's all dust, right? And the
Well,
moon
it does
is
have
just,
a gravitational pull according to NASA or whatnot, but it's
well, it's
not
also in the atmosphere of
here.
Earth, so that doesn't make any much sense either.
I think they retracted that claim to be exact.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, to a point. They said it did go beyond it, but
Yeah, the
heard-
atmosphere of Earth goes beyond the moon. Yeah, I remember hearing that, dude. The
Yeah,
moon is
none-
literally
none
in the
of
Earth's
these are-
atmosphere.
none of these testings that I found so far can get the vacuum chamber quite to where they want it to. So I'm
Right.
not getting a full test on it, but I have an older test of a vacuum chamber with a whole spacesuit. If you want to look at that,
Yeah, you found it? Let's see
well,
it.
it's
Let's see it.
not the same one. It's just a vacuum test that a lot of flat earthers clinged onto this right away. But it was actually, I think the astronaut's tongue started to boil in the test, and they rushed him out. Here, I'll get it. Yeah.
The astronaut started to boil? Is that what you just said?
His tongue started to
Oh
boil.
my
It started to
goodness.
degas. Yeah.
Wesley, my whole point wasn't that NASA was deleting photos. My point was that there's an Arctic lemming on Mars, and NASA did delete the photo. They absolutely did, and they relocated it. So my point still stands that yes, NASA deleted the photo. It's not there anymore. You have to
Yeah,
go to a different website. It's science.nasa.gov now. It used to be nasa.gov. They put it on a subsidiary website or something like that. I think that's the word I'm looking for. So yeah, I mean, my point still stands. The photo was like taken
It's
down and relocated.
inconsequential to the photograph itself. It was actually taken
yeah.
by that. Yeah.
Completely inconsequential, because actually for you, Wesley, it'd be better if it was deleted and never found again. It would be much better for your case. So yeah, it only helps me.
Ejecta that comes out from the meteorite hitting, a lot of it's real fine grained and it settles back down onto the moon. I drilled 10 feet down and it was still fine grained down 10 feet where I happened to drill.
Charlie explained how the moon almost feels sandy. Although it is a big rock, the meteors hitting over time have broken down the surface so much that footprints become possible.
Well, let me actually let me show you this, because this doesn't look like sand to me, dude. This does not look like sand.
And if it was sand, how come there's no sand on the pads of the lunar landing? That machine there. There's no sand on the legs. There is no crater under it. It's bullshit.
Does this look like sand to you?
Yeah.
This is NASA's simulation shed lights on the moon's origin. Does this look like sand? This looks like liquid. It looks like lava, dude. It looks completely out of the realm of possibility, first off. And secondly, I'm not seeing any sand here, dude. This is supposedly how the moon was formed. I don't even know what I'm looking at here, dude. It looks like magma or something.
That's Dia. Supposedly it crashed into us, I think, and then it split off and became the moon.
Yeah, so This
Yeah,
is sand. Yeah, makes sense, bro. For
Yeah.
sure.
Welcome to Narnia again. I mean, there's no proof of the actually ever existing.
I mean, that simulation looked about as real as any other simulation you see from them.
Yeah. And God said,
Maybe it
"Let there
doesn't
be
look
a
real.
cosmic glob."
Yeah.
About 30 feet above the moon, the engine exhaust started blowing moon dust everywhere. It was like landing through a fog.
Moon dust.
Charlie's
Oh, I
mission
wish they would have like captured some of this moon dust, man. You'd think they would have brought a bunch back.
landed at the lunar highlands.
How are you bringing rocks of the moon back, which we found out was petrified wood, if the whole surface is basically sand?
Particularly
He
mountainous.
drilled 10 feet down, and he said it was basically all sand all the way down.
10 feet.
So how? That's what he said. He said
Wow.
he dug down 10 feet, and listen to what he said.
Back down onto the moon. I drilled 10 feet down, and it was still fine grain down 10 feet. Well,
I mean, he says fine grain, but I'm taking that as basically sand. Yeah, he
How
drug
do you
10
walk
feet
on
down.
that?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I mean, you would have sunk. No, wouldn't you have sunk?
How would they ride a lunar rover over if it was 10 feet of sand? It would just be sitting there spin your wheels the whole time.
Yeah. This
Even at 1/6 gravity, it still would affect it. You would not get any traction. You get less traction, actually. It'd be horrible. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, gravity would help you to get traction. Yeah, the less gravity, the worse it. Yeah, 100%.
Mountainous area of the moon. There, some parts were sandy, some weren't.
Oh, here
we
we go.
shoveled trenches and 3 feet deep, and it was still loose down there. The last stop was up at North Ray Crater, and it was a big fresh crater, and it was like walking on a hardwood floor. There was hardly any ejecta that was fine grained up there because it had all been blasted away.
So yeah, footprints are sometimes possible on the moon, sometimes they aren't. But maybe we'll get a smarter conspiracy at our next place.
There's a good chance, that it could have shot in a studio. I don't know, that's weird. I don't know why they're all all over the place.
Everyone was talking about how the shadows in the picture faced different directions, as if they were coming from different light sources. He also brought up how you would think the
Yeah, I
shadows
think they do definitely have studio lights for sure. Yeah, I mean, it's probably a good point.
would change over the...
That start with. Yeah.
Do you know what's the biggest anomaly in all these movies, of all this footage of NASA? The biggest thing is not, all these absurd mistakes they made, but how come they making it? How come they, NASA is not all fake. When they make an engine, to push like a huge shuttle into the air, this is real, even if it doesn't go to space.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that
That's still
means it takes millions of calculations, and if you screw up like a bit, nothing will work. Will explode. So that means they're very capable in engineering, machines and machinery. They never make any mistakes on that, but they make so many mistakes on their, on hiding that scam there. So that's why I'm saying we're being played here. They want us to discover those mistakes. They playing us because they believe all this is made on purpose. And there's a lot of footage that we're not supposed to have, that they had to release, that nobody can get. So that's what I'm saying. How come on one side you can be very capable in never making mistakes when you create machines, and then making so many mistakes every time all over the place when you create those.
Yeah, I've got a video after this one of basically somebody explaining why we can't go back to the moon and why it's so difficult. So we'll see. That'll be kind of an interesting take on it as well. Because it was so easy to go in the 60s, but now, no, much harder.
course
talking
of
about the Orion
3
project?
days on the moon.
It's harder to go because now modern science would debunk their attempts to go. How do you get past the Van Allen radiation belt? That's the real question.
I'll be back.
seen
I'm
the
going to be
history yet.
jumping in on and off. I'll be back. I'm going to go to the Viki stream, and maybe it'll come back later on if you still.
Yeah, no worries, man. Thanks for
I'm
coming
just
on,
like,
bro. It was
take
good
care.
seeing you.
Take care. Good seeing you too.
That shows that there's a production company in the same place every day, as opposed to nature's offsetting your.
Does he just come with these pictures printed out? He's like, oh, the shadows. I have the shadow photos right here. Like,
Positions of the
he's kind
shadow.
of staged.
Shadows were always facing west because the sun was always behind us. On a day on the moon from sunrise to sunset, it's 2 weeks, and the sun was just coming up like early morning on the moon day. And by the time we left, it was still moon morning. And so at the end of that, we got in the car and we drove to this place called Plum Crater. There's no magnetic field on the moon, so your direction is the angle of the sun.
The moon's rotation is the same speed as its orbit. That's why we always see the same side from Earth, meaning a moon day, the amount of time it takes to rotate, is the same length as a Earth month, the amount of time it takes the moon to orbit.
Why you should subscribe. Remember, if you see the moon rock,
Then, but you know, that shows.
On the first stop,
While he debunks this, I want to tell you about ground news.
I noticed the TV camera pointed down at this rock. And they said, pick up that rock. So I walked
up
over
the
with my
wood.
shoulder. I said, this one?
You want me to pick up the wood? Okay.
I said, yeah. I said, it's as big as a watermelon. You want to pick up a rock like that? Yeah, pick it up.
Although Charlie was able to bring back a rock
It doesn't look like it's as big as a watermelon. I'm going to be honest with you.
No, that's exaggerated for sure.
It's as big as a watermelon. Yeah, you got to really sell the lie, don't you, buddy?
It's a
Look at that
watermelon.
footage. That ain't that big.
You want to pick up a
You
rock
want to
like
pick that rock up? Look at how big it is, man. Yeah, it's about the size of your hand. It ain't that big.
Yeah, pick it up.
Although Charlie was able to bring back a rock from the moon, in
Oh, he brought back a rock from the moon, the petrified wood. Beautiful.
recent news, the Mars sample return mission to bring back rocks from Mars has been canceled because of a budget cut from NASA.
They can't bring back samples from Mars. The samples they brought back from the moon are petrified wood. What do you know, dude?
Yeah. So the distance to Mars is what again?
I don't know, but I mean,
I think it's 800 million miles to Mars from where
yeah, I'm
we
not
are
a
now.
glober, so I couldn't tell you.
I know. It's hard for me to remember this stuff too. There's a lot of them.
Yeah, it's like
How
I
they
already
get
know
back
it's fake, so why remember the fake numbers, you know?
and how do rockets work in space.
Yeah, that's funny, man. All right, this is a good one.
I only know this because of ground news, which has become my preferred
Oh, you
news
only know this
platform.
because of
It's
ground
this
news.
app and
Woohoo,
web.
all right.
And I rolled it up my leg. And I was cradling it like a little baby.
With this Mars
Oh, that
sample,
looks so
Rolled it up my leg.
This looks so fake.
Lean on to
Look
shake
at the
it
gravity
up.
rock.
So I had to
Yeah.
go around and down into the crater a
That
little
thing is
bit.
probably
Lean on
styrofoam.
to
Oh,
shake it
look at-
up. So I had
You can see the cuts, dude. You could literally see the cuts. The rock isn't even moving uniformly. There's literally a cut in the footage right here. Watch.
to go
I'll
around.
even put it in slow mo, dude. I will even put it in slow mo. Hold on, let me see. Take a look at this. Let me mute it. It's gonna sound awful. Look at the rock. Look at how it moves. Oh,
Oh,
cut. Oh, that thing. Oh, did you see that? You see that thing at the end there? The rock jumped, bro. The rock literally jumped. Hold on. Watch it again. It's going to go from here. It's going to jump in one frame.
Oh yeah.
It jumped
it did.
there, and then look at it jump again. Boom. Clear editing, bro. Let's just see him pick it up all the way.
Well, you know, there's only 1/6 gravity, so that's going to be their excuse there.
Yep. Oh, cut again. We got another camera cut. Okay. So far, 2 camera cuts just to pick up a rock. We got dirt flying up. That's always interesting on the moon.
And that looks like it's heavy too. It's like it's got moisture in it almost.
Yeah.
There shouldn't be any moisture at all on the moon.
Notice the other cut, by the way. There's a cut here. So we've noticed 3 cuts just in this one clip of him holding a rock. So that's great. Why do they need to cut that clip 3 times just to pick up a rock on moon?
I have
Because
no idea.
maybe they had a hard time simulating the fake gravity.
the left says Trump is just crazy for cutting NASA's budget, while the right says he's just prioritizing human missions to the Society for their work from the Nobel Peace Center.
Down here on Earth, it weighed 20 pounds. By far the biggest rock ever brought back. We named it Big Muley.
Where's that rock now?
Still in, not all of it's been examined. All of the samples that are still left are in the Lunar Receiving Lab at Johnson Space Center.
So if you want to join Ground News, just scan the QR code off the same news using my I Never
Please story about scientific is that they need to be stored
I actually
in
am not
special
buying
places
that,
to
be
be getting
honest with
notoriety.
Where's
This
that
rock does not look anything like the rock he picked up on the moon.
Or the biggest rock ever brought back.
Do you think this
We
looks
named
like
it
the rock he picked up? I don't think
no
so.
idea.
dude. That looks a little bit bigger than the one he picked up.
That looks like a chunk of concrete they poured into a mold.
Yeah. I'm sure it's comprised of all materials found on Earth. I'm sure.
Stored
Just
is-
like all these space rocks, you know, they're all comprised of nickel, iron, all of the same materials that you could easily find on Earth. Wow, I wonder.
special places to stay together and last a long time. But here's Mr. Beast touching one in a video he did at NASA once.
Okay, we're here at our second to last location. This is Cal State Northridge, a university. I'm curious to see how quickly we can find moon landing deniers at an actual college. At the end of the video, we're going to UCLA, which is considered one of the best universities in the nation. But this is the moon landing.
Air on the moon, so I mean, is temperature like really my concern?
How hot do you think it gets?
You know, 180 isn't that bad, but like double 180 is probably a little rough. Yeah.
Where'd you get 180 from?
That's like a sauna.
Oh, sauna's 180 degrees?
Although
that's a really hot sauna, dude. 180 degrees. Usually, like, I'm chilling at like 170.
Hey, I think D-Man's in the back, dude.
Oh, he is. Oh, sorry, D-Man. Thanks for telling me, Roger. I totally would have missed
No
that
problem.
too. Hey, what's up, brother? How's it going?
What's up, guys? I saw you were on.
Yes,
Taking a little
sir.
break.
Just chilling, watching some phony baloney news footage or moon footage. I mean,
Yeah, I was just over in.
well, the news too, but
I was just over. I was watching Globebusters because they were doing a presentation of one. He had that plane guy on there, Paul Plane.
Paul Planer.
Yeah,
Oh, I think I've heard of him.
All
yeah.
on the plane, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah, not the original guy, but the Australian guy.
Oh, I know you're talking about Plain Reality. Yeah.
Man, that was one of the best presentations. Check it out at some point. when you
I'll
get
have
a
to look
chance.
back. Yeah, it's on a live stream, right?
Absolutely awesome. That was one of the best ones I've seen for perspective and I don't mean that just the vanishing point, perspective for the distance. I mean, just unreal. If you guys get a chance, watch it. Well, even if you don't, but the vision, listening to it, I listened to it the first time and it didn't do justice until I watched it. Unbelievably good stuff. You'll get a lot from it.
He came on Vlad's, dude, and did the presentation once.
Oh my God, it was excellent.
Yeah.
He had Alan and Shane and Stone on there.
Ooh, they had a foursome. Nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I'll have to take a look at that for sure.
The moon gets up to those extreme temperatures if you stay all day. They didn't. Remember, a day on the moon is an Earth month. So 3 Earth days wasn't long enough to feel the moon reach peak temperature.
What is the temperature
What?
up there usually?
There's
3 Earth days wasn't long enough to reach peak temperature. Okay.
no air because there's no atmosphere. The sun heats up the surface, and generally the average when we landed was about 85 degrees Fahrenheit. When we left, it
So
was
you're telling me the moon is reflecting the sun's light and it's only 85 degrees Fahrenheit on the surface?
Well, there's no atmosphere to transfer the heat, is what they're screaming loud. So
Well, apparently the moon is within Earth's atmosphere, so how does that hold up?
Well, they just changed that of recently because it wasn't too long ago where they said it wasn't, and then they
Oh, okay,
changed
because
it. They changed
Talk
it.
about
Oh,
moving
no,
goalposts.
it is in our yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man, but I'm just not buying it. If the sun, that just seems so weird to me, dude. It's in direct sunlight, and it's literally basically colder on the moon than it is on Earth.
250.
Oh, that's quite the difference.
Yeah, and if you stay all day, temperature gets up to around 400.
Would your suits have been able to handle that?
No, they were limited at 250.
Even if it didn't get horribly scorching hot on their trip,
I wonder if they had AC in their suits. I kind of doubt it. Did they even have that type of technology back then?
No.
they had water cooling.
lack of atmosphere.
Yeah,
Not-
you
not
like a swamp cooler idea, but then that would create moisture on the inside of it, and it would
Yeah, and then
fog up.
you're even worse. Yeah, I mean, if it's 200 degrees outside, you're in a hot-ass spacesuit. I mean, unless you got a whole freaking AC. But where's it pulling the air from? There's no air to circulate. You're on the moon. Like, you can't even get a fan to work on the moon, could you? Like, would it even blow air? There's no air for the fan to blow. So I don't know how they would get some type of AC.
I mean, even
heater.
condensation. How would even you get to the point of to condensate in that environment if it was that hot? I don't.
Yeah.
I can't even fathom. Put it together in my mind.
Did you
I'd have
find
to-
that spacesuit video, Roger? Oh, you did. Should I play it? You sent 2 videos. Let's see. Vacuum chamber test. Should I play both, Roger? Let me see. Find the other one.
Here, hold on. Yeah, you could play both of them. I would definitely play them. One of them actually shows one of the. I couldn't find the one in the vacuum chamber. The
Most dangerous.
Okay. NASA vacuum of space test proves reality. NASA lies question everything. Research flat Earth.
Most dangerous test was a huge, specially constructed vacuum chamber.
They were able to pull all the air out to create a big vacuum, just like it would be on the moon. That way we could test our suits to make sure there was no leakage.
Jim LeBlanc was the test subject.
Jim, while you're exercising, I'd like you to stay intermediate all the time, okay? I'm pretty cool right now. Okay, well, you'll warm up here in a minute, so let's stay right here if you can stand it.
The testing started just normally, like
you
all do.
Stand it.
With all the air sucked out, all that protected him was his pressurized suit. Then something happened.
As I stumbled backwards, I could feel the saliva on my tongue starting to bubble.
Is this real footage?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. Really collapsed.
Just before I went unconscious.
Damn,
And
anyway.
that's kind of the last thing I remember.
That's crazy. Wow. Yeah, there it is.
Because water reacts differently in that environment, especially when it starts reaching temperatures like that, and there's no. It's hard to explain. I mean, I can't. I understand I understand it, but I can't explain it. I don't have the vocabulary to explain it.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
And they'd have to have some sort of ventilation system in the suit in order to prevent condensation from a cooling system, and they had to have some kind of compressed air to move the stuff around because there is no air. They can't pump it in from outside. There's no way to do it.
Yeah, there's nothing to grab from. So
yeah. So
and watch this sucker blow up. They pressurize this glove.
Pop.
I'll let you take pictures from now on, okay? So I can keep my eyes on this. Okay with you?
How come we're not videoing?
They are.
I can try. Because there's only so many people available at one time to do so much of videoing that over there.
I keep losing all my video and having to delete it because I thought it was going to burst a long time ago.
There goes. Okay, stop.
A little bubble pops out. Interesting.
It's like reversing it. Yeah, but the Mythbusters did it, but they didn't get it to the right pressure. And I can't find that independent video where the guy actually did it. And he didn't have quite the NASA equipment, I think, but he did something similar to it. He just shows how a vacuum chamber would react to a pressurized glove,
Right.
and it popped too. So.
Well, didn't you see the one? I don't know who played it. I can't remember now. The one where they took the bag and sealed. They took a balloon and put it in a sealed bag, and then put it in the pressure chamber. Did you see that one where they it expanded the balloon expanded inside the bag? It was really weird the way they kind of did it. I should fucking try to find it. It's a really good one. It's weird. It shows you the difference in how it took the balloon, it stretched it out, and then as it came back down because of the elastic, because it was stretched out so much that it stretched the actual elastic out. And then as it came down, it looked like the bag was bigger, but in reality, it was just because the rubber was stretched so much that it expanded the space that the air was in. So it looked like it was almost like it was deflated, but it wasn't. The balloon had the same air in it. It's just that the elastic properties of the balloon were stretched out so much that it just increased the size of the balloon. When they took the vacuum back out, it almost looked like, like a deflated bag. But in reality, the same amount of air was in it. It just was, it's just because the rubber was expanded. When it came back down, it didn't go back to its original shape.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Adams, the guy from the Mythbusters, he's actually working with a glove and a vacuum chamber. It's expanding up his sleeve, but the glove itself is actual functioning somewhat, I could say. But I don't know how much pressure he's getting off of himself. It's not a very well made vacuum chamber. He says it's good enough for me.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it probably comes down to the amount of money
Yeah, he's not spending a lot on this at all. No.
Yeah. I mean, build a here it is. I got it.
Oh, you got it? Okay, sweet,
Yeah, I got
nice.
it.
So when NASA was actually testing,
I'm gonna
these
play
things,
this first, and then we'll play the one you want to play.
Why do you want to join the army, son?
To rape, sir.
Why do you want to join the army, son?
To murder. And pillage. And of course, rape, sir.
And why do you want to join the army, son?
To, keep the peace. Protect all women and children, sir.
Arrest these criminals, soldier.
A uniform does not give you a license to rape.
Yeah, that was from the United Nations, by the way.
Why do you want to join?
So I don't know. That was,
Oh,
yeah.
they love psychopaths. I know.
Yeah,
one.
that's very weird.
I know one. I grew up
Super
with a kid. He's a cop now too, which is even scarier.
That sucks.
Think about that for a minute.
Hope he's not a cop in your town.
No, fuck no. I stopped talking to him a long time ago because I saw some things in him. I knew him before he went into the service, and then when he came out, he was a different person. I don't know. I mean, just his attitude and the way he thought about things and the way he talked about other people, it's completely changed. After I kind of thought about it, and I was like, is this really somebody I want to be around? It's kind of psychopathic, the way his thought pattern. So I just kind of slowly just pushed away a little bit and a little bit and a little bit till I haven't talked to him in years, but he's a cop now, which is even more insane.
that's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. That explains a lot about cops. So,
Yeah, well, you know,
Yeah, I mean, a lot of them do that just because power trip. Yeah.
they want to. Well, you want to. I don't mean to derail this before you do it. If
No,
you
you're
want
fine.
to, if you want to understand that whole order following thing, it's a guy named Mark Passio, Passio on YouTube. He does a video. If you type in order following, I'll put it in the thing with the big place for you. But if you want,
Yeah, go for
anyone
it.
wants to look it up, where he explains that it takes a special type of person to be an order follower. It's not. You have to be in a certain mindset to not question if something's wrong or right. Just simply follow an order no matter what they tell you.
Yeah, you definitely do. Yeah.
The dog's barking. Hold on.
the more I look through these MythBuster videos, they don't actually fully test the suits out. They dress up in them, but I haven't seen a full test on a spacesuit. I wonder if they're afraid to do it.
Probably, yeah. Well, we saw what happened to the one dude that did. He passed out in the vacuum chamber, so.
Strange.
Well, this is a video. Why is it hard for humans to get back to the moon? Even SpaceX. Let's see what he says.
When the
Let's
Apollo
see if any of
17
these excuses are actually like valid or if it's just we can't go because it's not real.
astronauts returned from the moon in 1972, they could never have imagined they would be the last humans to venture deep into outer space for over 50 years. Technology has evolved greatly over the years, thanks to SpaceX.
Has it though? Has technology evolved? I don't know. It sounds like we lost it, dude. So far, not so good. Pretty sure the technology's gone.
Yeah, Artemis jumped over the moon, from what I gather. What it looked like in the video the last time in 2024, wasn't it? I think they did their last space shot over the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the next year they were supposed to. I think it was. It was 2023, the first one. 2024, they're supposed to go to the moon with a manned mission, but they haven't done it yet.
Yeah, I mean, we were supposed to go to Mars by 2025. That's what Elon Musk said in 2015. So
yeah,
they haven't figured out how to fake it yet. Once they figure out how to fake it, that's when we're really in trouble because they're going to start pushing these fake videos and they're going to really make us believe probably like 2035, 2040.
Yeah,
they're going to have a studio of Mars and there's going to literally be fake colonies on Mars. And I bet you they're going to try to really lie as hard as they can. Like, I think the sky is literally the limit. As long as they're able to fake it.
They won't even have to go to a remote place or do anything. They could just create it right and you know. In a
with all the
game
AI and I mean it'd be hard to tell, dude. I mean they won't even have to have real astronauts. They can just literally have AI astronauts.
If you want to see how advanced video game space is, space video games, go watch a video about EVE Online. I played it for like 3 years.
Yeah.
EVE Online is the most advanced space game you will ever see in your life. I played it for 3 years, and I couldn't in 3 years go across the map. That's how big it is.
Well, Kerbal Space Program, I don't know if you've heard of that game. It's a game you build rockets and like it's all about orbits and it's pretty scientific, quote unquote. But anyways, yeah, in that game, whenever you launch from the ground, it's in a flat plane mode, and then once you reach a certain altitude, the game like triggers to rendering a globe.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I guess it's because it's difficult to like map out it and like do it correctly. But yeah, like it seamlessly transitions, but it goes from a flat plane to curvature, and it does switch at a certain altitude, even in the game.
How do you think the globe was made to start with? Did they took?
I mean, it's
flat plane.
It's kind of just like Falcon 9, dude. They send the rocket up, and we see a flat plane. And then it switches to CGI, and it's over to our imagination. It's the same thing as in the game, dude. Once you reach a certain altitude, it's like, oh, we got to switch over to the globe.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, so funny, dude. It's literally just how they do it in real life.
Being able to pull that technology apart, or the video technology apart from the get-go, is going to be the way to tell fake or not.
I thought of something today about this too. You just mentioned that, Slayer. You ever play Flight Simulator?
I haven't played it, but I've like seen a lot of videos, and
I'm gonna do some posts on some Flight Simulator pages and try to see if we can model it to the globe, so that way you will use Flight Simulator. You'll play Flight Simulator, but it'll be based on the curvature, so we can get a visual. I'm gonna do.
Well, they do kind of have that. Like, I know if you were to take I mean, this would be interesting actually. I'd like to see somebody. Because we saw the video of the SR-71 pilot, or 21, SR-21, and he said, yeah, I was able to see from essentially New Mexico the entirety of the Rocky Mountains all the way up to Canada. And that's not possible on a globe. And I do think that the Microsoft Flight Simulator, especially when you start using these like military planes that can fly like really high up, it does model curvature. So it'd be interesting to see if somebody was to make that same flight, go over New Mexico in Microsoft Flight Simulator, and try to see the entirety of the Rocky Mountains. I don't think you'll be able to, not even in the sim, because it's supposed to like mimic the curvature. Like they do have it. Like if you go high enough, you'll see a curve in the simulator, but it doesn't match reality.
I have a simulator now. I have a Jane flight simulator. I'll pull it out. I'll see if I can dig it up. I have it on CD-ROM. But I don't have a CD-ROM on this computer. But I'm pretty sure it's based on a flat grid.
Yeah, I think it is. I mean, I played Flight Sim in the 90s, and that was definitely flat grid. The last one I played was the one from 2010, which was Flight Simulator X.
The ones they got now are crazy, dude.
Oh yeah. I mean, I was thinking, well, when you play the game, as you're playing it, you're seeing it exactly how you would see it if you were flying a plane in real life. And I was thinking, well, if you were to model in the curvature, then it would give a good, this is what it would look like. This is what it would look like. This is what you would have to do to keep following the shape. This is how your outside view would change. This is how change from the cabin would, that was my idea. And I thought about it today, and I was like, fucking Flight Sim. I wish they would just model it so that it had the curvature drop. So that way we could just put that thing up and say, well, here's what it would look like. Here it is.
I think it does. Yeah. Like, I think the new Microsoft Flight Sim, like the new one, like I said, when you're in the SR-71s and you're flying super duper high, like they show you like a fake curvature.
Yeah. It's got to be some kind of thing where they model it in or.
Yeah, I mean it's like Google Earth, you know what I mean? They take the flat maps and then map it out in a certain way.
This is what I got right here.
It's the Mercator production or whatever.
U.S. Air Force Jane's flight simulator. It goes through several different styles of planes and stuff, but I'm absolutely positive it's not done over a spherical surface at all.
Oh,
it wouldn't simulate flight properly if it were.
Yeah, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. Well, as I said, you would notice it real quick when you were sitting inside that your physical body positioning would change if that was the case. Like I said last night, if you're going over a triangle or a circle or a hexagon on the outside of a stop sign, you would be flat. Then you would nose down. Then you'd be flat. Then you'd nose down. Then you'd be flat. Then you'd nose down. Then you'd be flat.
Yeah, it wouldn't be Yeah, and you'd be able to see that.
Yeah, and you would clearly be able to see it. If you went over a circle, it would be a constant curvature. If you I mean, it's just your perspective in any of those. I mean, I've taken tons of flights. I've been in helicopters multiple times. I mean, your perspective, the orientation, the positioning of your body doesn't change unless it tilts forward or tilts back. Like a helicopter was scary as shit. I mean, because it's the most unnatural feeling ever, because it pushes you in the seat when it's raising. Then as it stables off, you kind of your body pressure comes back up and kind of equalizes again. And then the guy was showing us Niagara Falls, and then he said, "Okay, we're gonna do a turn," and it tilted forward. It was weird. It tilted forward, but at the same time went up. Then he turned at the exact, and I almost threw up because it was just too many things going on at the same time. I had to grab the handle, and it was one of those. It was one of those clear bubble helicopters, so you can look in any direction below you, and you can see through the floor, you can see through the doors. And I got immediate. I mean, I got a TBI. I got immediate vertigo. Just immediately, that helicopter started spinning, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking hurl." So the only thing I did was I just sat up straight. And I just held onto the handles, and I just closed my eyes so that way, so I could try to get the spinning to stop. And I kept my eyes closed the entire time until he said, "Okay, we're gonna go down. You okay?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just getting a little vertigo." So
he's messing with you, wasn't he?
Yeah. Oh yeah. He totally, because I mean, he probably does that to just see how people's reaction is to it. The G-force didn't bother me because it did have some force. That wasn't it. It was the motion, and it triggered vertigo with me immediately. And I immediately started to get this "I'm gonna hurl" feeling, and I was just like, "Oh my god!" Close my eyes and let me just think about standing on the ground. It'll be all right.
I'll be listening. Yeah,
okay, sounds good.
I'll let you know. There was something else I wanted to say. Oh, where did Wesley go? He had a lot of questions about you, D man.
Oh Jesus, here we go with these.
A lot of questions for me too.
Tell him I'm not interested. Tell him to contact my public information department.
Yeah. Now, I figured he would hop in because he was all gung ho about debunking.
I thought he was gonna hop in, yeah, for sure, and debate me.
No, he's not gonna do it. Anyways, I'll see you guys around. I'll be listening though.
All right, see you, Roger.
I got a couple things you got to take care of.
Yep.
Yeah, no, it was scary. It was scary as shit. It was if you can ever have that experience and get into it so you can feel exactly what I'm talking about, which is why I mentioned that, and I'll shut up. But your body orientation changes completely differently, where an airplane is more, you're moving forward with the airplane all the time.
Yeah, helicopters are way different. Yeah.
It can just tilt back it could be going full speed, because the helicopter has to be tilted forward, and he can tilt it as it's still moving forward. He can start to tilt it flat, then he could tilt it back, and oh my god, dude, it was just like you can feel the forces in weird directions. It's completely unnatural. It feels like a hand's pushing you up by your ass. It's unnatural.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's unnatural though. Like your body wants to freak out because it doesn't know what the fuck is going on. There's too many forces going on. You're moving forward, but you're tilted down. And then he, like I said, he kind of turned it to the side and but it was tilting forward and turning to the left. Oh my god, it was just like, fucking hell, I'm gonna hurl. I got off of that thing and my sister said, "Are you okay?" I said, "Don't say anything, just let me stand here." I stood there and my stomach settled down, and she's like, you're white as a ghost. I said, I'm never getting on a helicopter again.
Wow.
5 years later, what do you think I did? Come on, I'll go on the helicopter with you.
Nice.
Not fun.
Well, I'm gonna play this quickly. I just want to play this.
Yeah, it's only because we live on a flat plane. Yeah, like a huge flat plane. Yeah, it's only because I've traveled so much and I see like.
Did you ever get to the edge of the earth?
Nah.
Okay.
It's not that. there's more. I think that there's more masses than just what we see. Just the Earth. Because if this rug was the world, we would probably be like over there somewhere, and then there's just way more
other shit that we haven't discovered.
Got it. Yeah, that's what I think. I don't believe in space exploration at all.
So you don't.
I don't believe that.
Like we went to the moon.
So when Gail King and all them went up there, you don't believe that?
I mean, you've seen the door. That's all. That's it.
It looked kind of crazy.
The door. You've seen the door. You've seen the
Okay, back to this. Why can't we go back to the moon? Let's find out.
We've even seen rockets land back on the ground. We should be able to achieve what our predecessors did with greater ease. So, what went wrong?
What went wrong?
Well, let's start by looking at how they managed to put a man on the moon for the first time. On the morning of July 16th, 1969, the Saturn V S506 rocket roared to life, launching the largest and most powerful rocket ever built at the time, carrying 3 astronauts on their historic journey to the moon. As the stage
I think I'm going to save this video. We've already been streaming for an hour. So I might just call it a stream.
Yeah, I gotta go eat. I gotta eat.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do another stream here in probably like 10 minutes on Chris Yoon. He dropped another QAnon thing, which is, I always find it hilarious going over that. So
yeah.
QAnon is killing the deep state. Trump is going to save America.
Yeah,
like, dude, how many times have I heard that?
I gotta be honest though, I did follow it a little bit. And then
yeah, I mean, I got duped by Trump in 2020, but after his fake assassination attempt, like I was like, okay, I'm never trusting Trump again.
Yeah, I followed it for a while, and then after a little while, I started to kind of look at it and say something isn't right about this. They could be just using this as a psyop to sway other things, but to make people not look. Because if you didn't look, you just say, "Oh, I saw that on the Q things. Oh, it says that it's this," and you just don't pay attention to what's going on. And I think maybe that might have a high possibility of being the case.
Yeah.
That's why I stopped following the Q shit. I used to watch X-22 all the time.
Well, I think it's a psyop, dude. It's a right wing psyop to make you put your faith in politicians.
I mean,
Trump, and I think it's another, it's how to dupe the Christians, because we all want to believe that Trump is a Christian. And he's this good guy and he's saving America. And if you believe in this conspiracy, then it gives you an opportunity to think such a thing.
I mean, the illegals thing, I completely understand. I'm totally on board with it.
Yeah, like I can't disagree with him with everything, but at the same time, you have to. I put it like this: if he did nothing but like show his true colors and like push New World Order agendas, there would be an uprising and nobody would vote for him.
Yeah.
So because even he's like, I watched the video and this is so true. This is like extremely true. Somebody said the difference between Republicans and Democrats is, if Joe Biden did something wrong, most of the Democrats will still full-heartedly support Joe Biden no matter what.
Yeah.
If Trump does something wrong, a lot of the conservatives and Republicans will retaliate and stop supporting Trump.
Yeah.
That's just how it is. And I feel like I'm a result of that, dude. Like
Well,
I
Republican
saw
is
what
just-
he was doing. I didn't like it, so I don't support politics at all.
I mean, they used to have a saying that a Democrat is just a Republican that hasn't been mugged.
Yeah, straight up. I mean, it's two sides of the same coin, dude. Yeah, it's all the same.
Once you start to think about it, and you start to say, "Well, fuck, man, this place is dangerous." So,
Well, I'll tell you
your
what,
mindset
dude.
changes.
Joe Biden got vaccinated 3:22 p.m. Donald Trump got shot in the ear and walked off the stage 3:22 p.m. Dude, like of course, Skull and Bones has to get involved. Order 322. Skull and Crossbones is 223. Wow, very interesting stuff. Yeah, doesn't surprise me at all. It's
All right,
shit
man,
like
I'll
that.
talk to you
that
later.
just
I gotta run.
interests us. All right, man, take it easy. I'm just gonna play a song, get out of here, and then I'll
right.
schedule another stream for probably 15 minutes. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you, man.
I can testify.
this. Comfortable in his Christ likeness. Flip like a light switch. With rhyme sharp as an ice pick. Holy Spirit shaking my arm as I write this. Anointing dripping off my aura 30%. I always leave a nice tip. Homie, I'm a nice kid. Nice with the rhyme scheme. Blind in the competition like some high beams. You know what I mean? Homie, the clown status, you played yourself. Trophies when you pass, you can't take the shelf. You better tame before you play yourself. Like Deontay Wilder and talk trash when you taking L's. Your catalog is a trash heap. You'd have to rap, produce, and direct film just to match me. And you're lazy, so you'll never outtask me. More money, but you'll never outclass me. You're so plastic, you could always outmask me. But in the afterlife is where the last laugh be. Yep, it's the truth, homie, believe it. Anything else and you've been duped, homie. You clearly need to listen to my album looped, homie. Then go take good notes on what to do, homie. Don't worry if I'm hood enough. Just be concerned if you're even good enough to speak my name, much less burn it up. We all be the maker and your turn will come. Plus I heard down in hell that to turn it on. What you wanna stop us? What you wanna stop us? What you wanna stop us? What you wanna stop us?
Uncircumcised Philistine head looking chop. Get him, D! Every line that I quote is packed with the high dosage of a cure that can give the blind divine focus and make the eyes open. Reverse the psychosis with the shock that can revive the mind at high voltage. And stay in just the cure and accept the Lord. Pray on the threshing floor and connect with God. I know the devil and his demons will be angry and attack, but they can rest assured we'll be dressed for war. Just like the story of David and Goliath, there are giants in my way, but just like two boxes weighing in, right before they contend, we're facing off and I will slay them giants, cause God has given me what it takes to win. The devil's like a hungry lion that's been caged and then let loose. He's on the hunt and he wants to see Dayton's end. He wants to kill me before these lyrics escape the pen, cause God is glorified and these rhymes can be traced to him. I do the matrix bend, dodging arrows Satan sends. My shield of faith won't dent, my armor isn't paper thin. This sword would cut through bone if it was waved at him. So tell the devil I am on my job but won't accept the wage of sin. He cannot hold my tongue, it's like a loaded gun, ready to pop off like Peter, boy I go ham. Noah's son, this for his chosen ones. Just know that the cobra's underneath the foot of Christ. So if we walk like him, we overcome. One. Who said they gonna stop us? Him?
What you wanna stop us? Sure, buddy. What you wanna stop us? What you wanna stop us? What you wanna stop us?
Hello, Brenda.
Yo,
how's it going? Are you there? Hello? Brenda? Okay,
Can
well.
you hear me? Can you
Yep,
hear me?
I hear you, Brenda. Yep.
I was setting up my mic.
Okay, well, I was ending the stream, so, I don't want to talk too long.
Oh, you're ending the stream. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm going to start a new stream here in probably 5 or 10 minutes. It's not going to be a
want me
flat
to
Earth
join?
topic, though.
Oh, okay. So, what's the dealio? Why do you reject the final experiment? How about we do that?
Goodness, Brenda. This is such a weighted topic. I'm ending the stream. I'll just tell you this. I think truly, I'll give you the different outcomes, right? I think either A, it really happened, and I do think there are certain flat Earth characteristics that would support the sun doing that with a dome. B, they did it with the green screens and completely faked it. The option C is artificial sun, and NASA came in and helped them out, and they put up a projection of the sun in the sky. So those are the three options I'm thinking about. I'm not really sure exactly which one, but I think it's one of those three options. I did a whole stream about the sun yesterday. It's only like a 30-minute stream, and I kind of touched on it there.
Okay. What about this?
But yeah, I
Well, you
forgive
have
you,
three-
Brenda. I
you have
appreciate you
three-
not dropping dislikes. I do appreciate that.
Dude, I don't drop dislikes. Somebody else must be doing it. It wasn't
No,
me.
I get you. I get you. You said it yesterday and then got kicked off the stream. So I
Yeah,
do appreciate it. I do appreciate it.
It doesn't matter. They don't really count.
Yeah. But either way, like
What counts is interaction, positive or negative,
either way.
and
yeah.
comments advance you in the algorithm. That's what matters is interactions.
Well, I'm gonna get out of here, Brenda. Like I said, I'll be going live here.
Okay.
And I think Roger's going live tonight too. So
Yeah.
I'm sure
Well, we're not permitted to go on their streams anymore.
yeah, I do get that. I understand.
But so you have three options. What you're going to need is evidence.
Yeah. I mean,
For
well,
one
there
or the
there
other,
is some
and-
evidence. Like I said, I did a whole stream on it yesterday with the sun and the weird anomalies going on with that. I suggest you just take a look at that. It's a short stream too. It was only like 30 minutes. It was like not as long as I normally do. And I went pretty rapid fire because I was trying to get it done before PJ's stream.
Okay.
So I was like, this video. Like I didn't really spend too much time talking about it. I just kind of presented everything. But yeah, I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna end the stream. But like I said, yeah, I will. I'm sure we'll have this conversation another time. I would have had the
Okay.
conversation. It's just the end of the stream, and I got another
I
stream I want
understand.
to do in like 5 minutes. So
I'm
you've
not
been very
like-
kind, though.
I'm
Thank you
not
for
like
being cordial.
other-
You haven't insulted me, so I appreciate that.
I try not to.
I appreciate it. I do. Thank you.
Sometimes